Hello, everyone. This is Verinder Kant from BC Condos and Homes, Chief Technical Officer, and I'm here with Les Turog. So right now we'll basically go with the market update for you for end of February. So Les, if you want to just give us a rundown on how are you finding difference since beginning of this year?
Well, thank you very much for the great introduction. This is Les from Remax Crest Realty, and I've been a realtor for 35 years, and we started BC Condos and Homes about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, to display sold prices for the public, general public. As far as the market was 2022 was very challenging, so to speak. Interest rates went up 5 or 6 times, and now we're at the base rate is at 4.5%. So the market was very slow. Everybody was uncertain what they wanted to do and if they wanted to buy or not. The sellers were waiting at the sidelines and waiting for their price, and the buyers were waiting for sellers to reduce their price. So it was a challenging market for that time. And probably around mid-January, things started to pick up again, where buyers were coming out of the woodwork. And from mid-January till today, so we'll talk about 4 weeks later, our team has sold 6 properties, and I have sold 4 properties myself also.
All right, Les, if you can give an idea of in terms of your number of calls, what has changed since last year and up until now?
Yeah, when I was taking a survey in November, December of 2022, I'm carrying about 25 listings, 30 listings, and I was getting in November, December, getting 2 or 3 calls a day on my 20 listings. In January, I was getting 15 to 20 a day, and now I'm getting 20 to 30 calls in February. So the market has definitely picked up. People have stopped waiting on the sidelines and decided to start buying again. So that's good news for the market as a whole.
That's awesome. Well, just for everyone's info, we have actually added two new really good graphs just to show you what the market is doing. And how you can access them is by clicking on properties in the market insights tab underneath. Just go there and it'll take you to this page. We'll just go through the general statistics, but through the drop down on the top, you can actually narrow down a city and a sub area. So you can actually see individual stats close very narrowed down to your area. But let's just talk about just the general statistics, which is Lower Mainland and Fraser Valley. And if you can just share some of your thoughts in terms of the second and the third graph and how they are impacting the real estate market.
Yes, thank you. So we're looking at this graph of the historical average sold price by property type. And in overall in Lower Mainland in January 2022, the average house price was 2,091,000. The townhouse was 1.1 million. Condos were 764. Let's move forward to January of 2023. And so the average house price is 1.7 million, and townhouses 985, and condos are 685. So there's definitely a drop from the peak of the market. But we're all of us in the real estate industry were thinking of January 2022 being the peak of the market. So there's a new map that we just added, a new graph that we just added. So now let's go check out the graph for historical sold count by property type. So we're in the graph for January 2022. So there were 1,386 houses sold in January, 838 townhouses, and 1,900 condos. This is throughout the Lower Mainland. Let's move now to January 2023, and the houses that were sold were 636, townhouses 481, and condos 926. So obviously, the sales number of sales have dropped by 50% or more, and we've all been listening to the news or watching the news or reading the paper, and the sales are overall, if you average it out, whether it's in Surrey, Coquitlam, White Rock, or Vancouver, we're down by 50%, and we're probably overall well below the 20-year average, 20-year sales numbers. So now let's look at the third graph that we developed, which is the sold price versus active relation to asking price. So let's go back to January of 2000 and January 2022. The average price was 3.5% higher than asking price for houses. It's 6.8% higher for townhouses and 2.4% higher for condos. So if we look at this zero, this is the asking price. So let's go now to the January of 2023, where the average sale price is 5% below for a house, 2.5% below for a townhouse, and 2.4% below for a condo. What this means right now, we're more in a balanced market.
All right, let's by looking at the graph, it looks like the sold prices are creeping back close to asking price as per the graph. Like, why do you think that is happening?
Good question. Good question. What's happening right now in the marketplace is there's a lack of inventory. And what happened is in end of December, about 20 to 30% of the listings that expired or have not been relisted again. And so that those sellers are usually take 2, 3, 4 months before they relist again, most likely with another realtor or with the same realtor. So at this moment, there's a shortage of inventory. So when there's a shortage of inventory and there's demand, then the prices will start going up again. But there's a small window in the next couple months or so. If any of you want to sell a property, if you want to get the top price, this is the time to list, because most of the people decide to list usually March, April, May, June in the summertime. And so over this time, there's a lack of inventory. So if any of you out there are looking to sell and want to get the top price, we have a team of 12 agents at BC Collins and Homes. Just fill out the form below, and one of our agents will reach out to you to give you a market value.
So why should somebody list with BC Condos and Homes?
Well, our BC Collins and Homes gets over 8,000 unique visitors per day. We have 200 or 300 people signing up per day, and there's at any given moment there's about 80 to 100 people online. So we have a very powerful website. And for the month of March, we are offering legal fees for up to $1,000 for somebody that lists with us, over and above our normal top-notch services that we offer. And you only need to contact one of our realtors to find out what they are. So if you are interested in doing something with us and listing your property, please fill out the form below, and one of our associates will reach out to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching our 2023 February market update video. Stay tuned for the next one, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. My name is Les Ford from BC Collins and Homes.